Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Firda Dwi Anggriani and my study number is J310210192. Number 1. What is the writer trying to do in the text? A. Adventures the activity center. B. Describe some people see me. C. Explain how to do certain outdoor sport. D. Say how to spend some free time. The answer is D. Why D? Because in paragraph 4 on the first line she mentioned about how her and friends were going to spend the weekend. As we know, people mostly have free time on the weekend, and in the last paragraph she also mentioned how she and her friends did some activity to spend their time. Thank you.
Number 2. What can the reader learn from the text? The answer for number 2 is C. What sort of activities you can experience at the center? Because in the text it tells us that the group did caving and rock climbing, then they switched activities at lunchtime.
A month ago, I had no idea that on Saturday afternoon in November it be hanging 30 meters above the ground and enjoying it. Now I look down at the river far below me and realize we people love rock climbing. My friend Matt and I had arrived at the activity center on Friday evening. The accommodation wasn't wonderful, but we had everything we need: beds, blankets, food, and we were pleased to be out of the city and in the fresh air. On Saturday morning, we met the other 10 members of our group. Cameron had come along with 2 friends, Kevin and Simon, while sister Carol and Lynn had come with Amanda. We had come from various places and none of us knew the area. We knew we were going to spend the weekend outdoors, but none of us was sure exactly how. Half of us spent the morning caving while the others we went rock climbing, and then we changed at lunchtime. Matt and I went to the campus first. Climbing out was harder than going in, but after a good deal of passing, we were out at last comfort in mud, but pleased and excited by what went down. How do you think the writer might describe her weekend? The writer described the weekend in interesting because they spend their weekends outdoors doing rock climbing and going to camps. Even though they are covered in mud, but they are happy with what they have done.
Number 4. What do you learn about the group? A. Some of them had been there before. B. They had already chosen their preferred activities. C. Some of them already knew each other. D. They came from the same city. The answer is C. Some of them already know each other. Because they already know each other, it can be seen from the second paragraph. My friend Matt and I had arrived at the activity centers on Friday evening. There he said my friend. And it's in the third paragraph. On Saturday morning, we met the other 10 members of our group. She said members of our group. Number 5. Which of the following end statements describes the activity center? A. Activity center set in beautiful countryside, accommodation and meals provided. Make up your own timetable calls from a variety of activities: horse riding, fishing, hill walking, sailing, mountain biking. B. Activity center set in beautiful countryside, enjoy the luxury of our accommodation. Each room has its own bedroom, work with a group, or have individual teaching. C. Activity center set in beautiful countryside, accommodation provided, work with a group. We show you a range of activities that you didn't realize you could do. D. Activity center set in beautiful countryside. You can spend the day doing outdoor activities and we will even you accommodation with a local family. The answer is C. Activity center set in beautiful countryside, accommodation provided, for work with a group. We show you a range of activities that you didn't realize you could do. Because it says we show you a range of activities that you didn't realize you could do. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.